check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Breaks into the open. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. On 1st down, it's Durham again. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
To throw, it's Levin. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Working on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. He'll set up to throw. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Tiger! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
A big question mark offense coming into the year, guys, who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Owens. Breaks the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. They'll go right back to the run. Once for the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Reed. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying. What your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Aggies look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end. Texas A&M going up tempo. On the move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The run inside. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Reed. Looking for an open area to his left. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Makes the grab inbounds.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him! And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. Defense showing blitz here. Looking for space. It's Owens. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. LSU right back to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. Upstairs to make the catch. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside. It's Durham. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 1st down, it's Durham again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Might have a chance. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Turning it on! Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Quarterback keeper. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback will keep it. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. Could be an alley. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Aggies want to move quickly. In the red area, it's Owens. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your LSU Tigers will take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is... Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hall. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Takes the easy completion. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the left side. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Here's Reed to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Owens. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We kick things off with Cal taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Golden Bears looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Direct snap. It's Bussey. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Reed. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Using his legs, it's Owens. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Here comes the heat. Finds some time. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and
1. On the run, it's Owens. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll pull it down. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Reed gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Floating away. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
LSU Tigers will take over. First and 10.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back. It's Levin. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And LSU starting to get that passing passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Might as well stick with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up all. The whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Play fake, Reed. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Reed. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Berry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hands to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Edwards. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets into 2nd level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive... knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Running inside, it's Edwards.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Throwing Reed. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Texas A&M going quickly. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This is a designed run. And he's brought down after a nice game. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
On the direct snap, it's Bussey. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Now here's Reed. Pressure coming. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And, David, that was a situation where the defense probably knew this guy was going to take off with the ball himself, and still they couldn't bring him down. How good has this quarterback been all game long, running the football? There he's able to scramble, get the first down, and ice the game.
Yeah, and I don't care if you know. Like, I'm getting my best player the football, and I'm going to let him do his thing. And you get an extra blocker instead of the quarterback handing the football off. They trusted their guy, and he just put this game on ice.
And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.